Although some still deny the effects of climate change, it inevitably will impact all parts of the world. In tropical and coastal regions, sea levels and storms are becoming a much more frequent and deadly threat. In areas without as much natural water, prolonged droughts and wildfires are becoming a serious issue. The melting ice leads to rising sea levels, and every habitat lost means countless extinct or endangered plant and animal species.
So why does this matter now? Or more importantly, how does this affect us directly? The simple answer: change is already happening. For example, natural disasters are worse than ever before. The 2018 wildfire season was considered both the deadliest and most destructive in California history. Many people were displaced from their homes. Even in Chicago, the effect of climate change can be seen today. I'm sure everyone remembers the winter vortex that kept us out of school for a week. But that is not all that is happening. Large waves called meteotsunamis are starting to form on the Great Lakes and will continue to get worse because of the stress of climate change. This, as well as the fact that Chicago is sinking 4 to 8 inches every century, is causing our city to become more prone to flooding. If action is not taken, our city will face major problems.
The current administration in the United States is putting on a massive attack on the science built up over the years on climate change, and is making the severity of the problem much worse over time now that the government is actively ignoring or pushing the problem away. The other issue is the potential cost of implementing new policies to combat the problem, since we would need the companies that produce the materials that cause global warming to slow down their production or to stop entirely, which would take a lot of money simply for coercion. The least any person could do is to cut down on the carbon gas emissions as well as to properly recycle in your neighborhoods, especially since many people are not provided with the appropriate means to do so. For an example, apartment complexes aren't really given recycle bins, so people just throw all their plastic and things in the trash, and that's obviously very problematic. There's not much to do with companies since they often have a very corporate view on global warming, but we can speak out against the current administration directly with protest, or we can protest indirectly by supporting the efforts to diminish the problem. One example is the ocean cleanup, which is a big technological effort to clean up microplastics in the ocean. We have to do something sooner than later, because in our current generation, later isn't much of an option.